What's up, guys? So, we're back for another loadouts covering everything that the Solaris have got. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good with intros, okay? Don't hurt me. Okay. When you're first loaded up, you're gonna have these two loadouts of Solari. We'll start out with a bow, rifle, okay? Makeshift longbow. Like I just said, it's a starting weapon. Really bad when you have no upgrades on it, so you want to get this thing upgraded as fast as possible. The elbows, damage and draw time. Napalm, if you don't have the DLC, headshot reticule, because obviously it won't give you the headshot reticule if you use napalm. Don't use hold time on this. Trust me, not worth it. Now, the assault rifle. Yet again, this is a stock weapon for Solarii. Some people like the rapid fire on this, but this turns it really into a mid-range weapon. So I really actually like using damage on this. Stability I don't think really is needed on this. It's really slow firing speed. So yeah. Reload time or extended clip depending on your preference or your playstyle. The next unlock in the Solarii tree is the Solari's recurve bow, which is identical to the survivors. So obviously, damage the whole time. Use napalm if you want. Nothing more to go on about. The trench shotgun. Now, it's an okay shotgun. It's one of the only shotguns in the Solarii unlocks. So, with any shotgun, really use rapid fire and narrow choke. Be aware that this actually only has 2 shots. So, yeah, you only have 2 shots before you have to reload. And it actually is pretty slow even with rapid fire. It's not the shotgun out there. Frag rounds, I suppose you could use as well as flare rounds, but I covered why you shouldn't be using those in the... Sorry. You shouldn't use these in the other video, the Solarii Survivor one. So, I'll either link that down below, or you guys can go check it out yourselves, so you can actually understand why. The crossbow. This is unique to Solarii. It's essentially, I didn't say semi-auto bow, but you don't have. It's a bow that you don't have to draw back originally. All you have to do is reload it. So with this, the crossbow, you probably want to use napalm, but with this, because damage, and it's stupid, and you don't get a reticule with this anyway. So using napalm, but it actually can get in the way of your vision. So I don't know. It's a personal preference if you want damage or napalm, and use the reload time on this. Trust me, you're gonna want it. Now, the best rifle in the Solarii unlocks, in my opinion, is the marksman's rifle. For me, it's to use damage and reload time on this, as I can fire this weapon very fast using the trick that I will link down in the description. It's a very nice rapid fire trick to use that I think everyone should learn if they're wanting to play Tomb Raider. Stability is stupid on this, and the 3-round burst is even worse. So, please guys, use damage when you're using this rifle. Now, the double barrel shotgun, probably the best shotgun in the game. As you can see, is really accurate and has a very good range. So you definitely want to be using rapid fire and narrow choke, as this effectively turns into a mid-range weapon, which is very good. Now keep in mind this also is a 2-shot shotgun before you have to reload. It also has a very long reload time, so you just have to be wary of that. Yeah. Final unlock in the Solarii tree. is the compound bow, which is honestly the best bow in the game, as it has a very short draw time if you use the draw time perk. However, the downside to this, it has a very short hold time, which you can only hold it for a second or two when you're using this. Although it's still very, very good, and it allows you to even use it in clutch situations, which is, I suppose, very, very good. I don't know. Okay, DLC weapons I will not be covering right now because I already went over these in the Survivor video. So like I said, I'll probably link that down below. You guys can go find it yourselves, and you can check out what I think about the Hitman weapons. Okay. Secondaries. Semi-auto pistol. I had already covered this in Survivor, but I will go over it again. Use rapid fire and stability on this. It's a very well-rounded gun. Damage is decent as well as firing speed. It's also very accurate, as all pistols are, but you really want to use rapid fire and stability on this. It has a very, very generous mag on it, so you really don't need to be using extended clip. Damage, no. 3-round burst is always stupid on pistols in my opinion, and reload time is also very stupid. The tactical pistol, damage and stability. It's a very, very fast gun by itself, and has a very, very large magazine, so these two perks are not necessary at all. Now, the Magnum. This is the handgun most Solarii use, because it's very, very good. It's very, very, what's the word I'm looking at? It has a lot of damage. There's a lot of damage behind it, which effectively allows you to one-hit headshots and 3 or 4 hit somebody in the body, depending if you're using damage or not. Now, most are going to use, this is the most common I see, is rapid fire and stability. This is okay, but if you're like me and don't like the 6 shots that the Magnum holds by itself, I use extended clip, and I used this setup for a long time until I started using my rapid fire trick. And when you have rapid fire on the Magnum, there's actually not much of a difference if you're using my rapid fire trick, because the Magnum is already a very slow gun and can't fire that much faster. So I use damage, and allows me to 3-shot somebody in the body, which is always fun. These are stupid. Don't use it on the Magnum. Okay. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be covering Hitman guns again. You can always check that out on the Survivor one. Explosives. Solarii have one more explosive available to them that actually makes them they're a lot more effective than a Survivor. Alright. Stock one, the napalm grenade. They say to use this for area denial. Don't listen to them. Use it if you can hit people directly on, because it's essentially an insta-kill. They'll burn to death, because it's so damaging, and they can't get out of it. So only try to shoot this at people. Now, this is a Solari's equivalent of mine. The only upgrade to this is that there is no sound being played when it's set, and it also looks like a fake ammo box. So I absolutely hate this weapon, since this is like the only ordnance you're gonna find Solari's using, and it ticks me off. Watch out for these. Watch out a lot for these. They're annoying. Alright, third one, flashbang. Hardly see anyone using these, but they're devastating if used correctly, because these literally feel like a real life flashbang. The noise it creates and the way it affects your screen gives me a headache just by looking at it. So yeah, it's okay, but like I said, it's not very practical. Well, it's not practical in my opinion. Alright, fourth unlock, dynamite. Okay, weapon. Just make sure that you unbind your secondary fire from mouse bar. From spacebar. What am I saying? Spacebar. So when you aim, toss down your dynamite, and jump out of the way, you don't accidentally blow it up on yourself. Otherwise, it's a decent weapon. I think it's actually really easily spotted is the thing. So, alright, the last one, the flare gun. This is a very, very good explosive to use. If you shoot it out like towards a wall or a floor, it'll light up the area and give you survivor names even behind walls. So what I like to do with this, I'll give you an example. I shoot it at the monastery's basement floors, so I can see everyone on the second level and the bottom level coming up. That way I'm not being caught by surprise when I'm defending the monastery itself. Now, as I say, it also doubles as an effective incendiary weapon. It's a very, very slow projectile, and very rarely are people actually going to be caught by it. So you're more or less going to be using this as a tool only, unless you get really, really lucky. There's nothing new in any of these perks that Solarii have that didn't cover in Survivors. So yeah. Sorry about the pretty short video compared to the Survivors ones. I have a slight cold, and I really don't want to be talking as much, and I wanted to get this video out. And this is one of the only chances I had to record, so I apologize for that. But if you enjoyed this video, like it, share it, comment on something. I don't care. Do something. It makes me feel good, okay? And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!